Hello, everyone. I am going to demonstrate how or what platform you should be downloading to be able to successfully complete the course. So, we will be using Visual Studio to complete our assignments in this Visual Basic class. So you will need to install it to your computer. Now, this particular installation does take time, so please make sure you have the time to sit and complete. I have included a link to the Microsoft website inside of our Canvas module. So you will find it there in the start here, orientation module in the objectives. So please make sure you go there to click and access or go directly to the website. Now, depending on the year, this is a pre-recording possibly, and depending on the year, you may have 2026 available, you may have a newer version, or some of you might have used Visual Studio before and have an older version. In some instances, the 2022, if you have 2022, it will possibly work for the assignments in this course. You may encounter a few issues for certain chapters. So I would suggest updating and using the most recent version. Um, if you want to try your luck and just see if you can make it work with the 2022, that's fine. If you have anything older than 2022, you definitely will have issues and you need to uninstall and reinstall it. Okay. But again, depending on the year that you're watching this video or you're taking this course, you would install the most recent version. So I am going to select the community here. This is the one you should select, which is going to be free. And you won't have to pay for it. So please make sure you choose community. And as I mentioned, it will take time. All right, you should see the installation pop up once you're ready to, once it's ready to install, you can click on it and it should start installing for you. Please make sure you have admin rights on the computer that you're planning to install it. Um, if you're using a work computer or whatever the case, you may have to get permission to get it installed or have your IT people install it. Okay, continue. Again, it may take some time. Yours may move a little faster, may move slow. It just depends. But we will be installing quite a few things. So please make sure you have the memories. You have the available memory storage. Once your installation window pops up, now you will need to ensure that you have all components needed for the Visual Basic course. So we will select ASP.NET here. You will do the .NET desktop. If you're taking C++, you probably already have that installed, and it's totally okay. But we're using Visual Basic, so you want to make sure that you have that one installed. For the most part, that should be all we really need. I'm planning to do C++ myself. You don't have to select C++, but I'm newly installing, so I want to make sure I get all I need for teaching purposes, but you won't have to select that one. But all the rest you should, and then you'll go here to individual components. I would suggest getting the 4.6 just in case there are a little few older versions. Okay. Make sure you have data sources for SQL Server support selected. All other things should be selected already, so you should be good after the fact. Mm. And you remember, you can always come back to this installer if you should need to update it. You won't have to reinstall Visual Studio once you install it. But if you feel like, or if we find that we need to add something a little later, you can always come back to this installer and update what you have installed. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and click install. And you see how much space, how much memory is required. So please make sure you have enough space for it. Now, this is the point where it takes time. So we will have to give it time to finish. And I'm going to click start after installation so that once it's done, it'll open up. Okay, once it's installed, make sure you restart your computer to make sure everything is fully installed. And then you'll go ahead and open Visual Studio. I have added it to my taskbar, but otherwise, if you have it, you can just go to Start and go to Visual Studio. Like if you see here, if I click start, I can scroll down Visual Studio and it would be this one here that I would open. But I went ahead and just dragged and dropped and added it to my taskbar since that's what I'll be using here. Sometimes it takes a little time to open, so we'll give it a few moments. Okay, once it opens, we'll go ahead and create new project. Once it opens, yours may not look like this because you haven't made any selections yet. But what you would do is for programming language, you will select Visual Basic, okay? And for platform, you're going to select Windows, and here you're going to select type for the, desktop for the type of programs we will create. Now, please pay close attention because this is very important. When you are selecting your application that we're going to create, make sure that it is Windows Forms app, the .NET framework. There are other instances here that looks the same, looks similar, but it does not include the .NET framework. You do not want any issues later on in the course with some of your assignments. So please make sure it's the .NET framework, the Windows Forms application. And then you'll click next. And that's the type of application you will select each time. Then you will give your project a name. It should be something related to what you're creating. In some instances, I may provide a name, but you also need to specify where you want to save your projects. Usually I save mine to the desktop, so I would select desktop. Or if I have a USB, I'll select my USB. If you're not changing it, then please pay attention to the location that's here, each subfolder, so that you will be able to find your projects when you're trying to submit or if you're just going back to finish working on it. So please make sure you know where you're saving your projects. Also, we're going to just place the solution and project, all that in the same directory, in the same folder, and then we select create. Once the application opens, this is what you should see. Okay. At the top, make sure you can see my options here. So that you can add all of the information that you may need. So here, sorry, mine is freezing up. All right, you can add toolbox, and it'll add your toolbox here on the left hand side, and you can pin it, which it'll and yours may take some time to load as well, but it will eventually have your list of objects that you will need. While it does that, let's attempt to add all of the other things that you'll need based on the, okay, so Solution Explorer is already there. What you will also need is your properties window. Scroll down and you should see properties window at the bottom, and it'll go ahead and add it there so that you'll have everything that you will need to complete your assignments. And also, as you're watching the lectures, this is what you will be seeing. So all Windows forms, so you have your objects here, you'll have your buttons, your check boxes, your group boxes, your labels, everything that you'll need here. Okay. Later on in later chapters, we will add additional um, options here, but right now this is all you need. If you have this, you have successfully installed Visual Studios. If you have any questions or issues, please feel free to email me. Thank you.